Fox 61, along with the state's Office of Arts and Department of Education, have partnered on Connecticut Creative Futures. Our state is full of incredible artists and talent from any number of disciplines. It is something we love to do. Joining us this morning, Duvian Montoya, Arts and Executive Director of the Norwalk Art Space. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Learning within the last couple of minutes, you were recently just named an Arts Hero in Connecticut, a big ceremony taking place last week. Tell us about that. What does an honor like that mean for you?
That was an exciting moment where a lot of my staff and individuals from the Norwalk Art Space nominated me to be an Arts Hero for the work I've been doing in the leadership role of the Norwalk Art Space, where Alexandra Corey envisioned a space or arts hub where we give free art education to underserved kids and represent underrepresented artists.
And that is so beautiful. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but I want to give you the appropriate props as well. Looking at some of your work, it is just incredible. Tell us about your philosophy and your style when it comes to these beautiful murals that we have seen in public places all across the state.
Thank you, thank you. I think when it comes to murals or my work, it's always personally based on social commentary. And for me, I've never been sort of great at words, and so visually I really try to get in depth and try to tell an emotional story through my work.
What I appreciate about your work already is that it is accessible to everyday folks. You're in a school, you have a giant mural in a school, you're in the public library. To be able to share that work in such a beautiful way with the masses, what is that like for you?
A lot of my work is in my hometown too, so to be able to give back to my hometown, to be sort of a role model to a lot of young artists who see the work in high schools and throughout the city is really an honor. And Norwalk has been a great city to me as a kid, but also as an executive director now.
Take us behind the scenes, if you will, this beautiful mural that you've created at the Hill Central School for all of these students to see and enjoy. Talk about like idea to execution. What does that look like? How long does it take?
So the process is there's a call for proposals, and they wanted something that was based on community. So I did some research about the community and the history there, and so I wanted to bring gardening and because they were going to have a garden for the school, and so the cultivation of the garden, the cultivation of community, that was my inspiration for that particular project, because New Haven's just a wealth of just a multicultural people that I wanted to sort of bring around food.
We talk a lot about folks making an impact in our community. You're no exception here. Talk about this Norwalk Art Space for folks who are not familiar with it. What is the goal there? What is your vision kind of day in and day out? So
we started in 2021 with Alexandra Corey's vision of giving free art education and representing underrepresented artists throughout the state. I took sort of a leadership role when she passed away in 2020, and since then, we've expanded programming from not just high school but to middle school. Yeah. Now we're growing into the elementary school system. We're starting a culinary program. We have a music program. We're trying to incorporate a lot of the arts where kids can really get a chance to express themselves artistically and creatively. You were doing it in such a beautiful way. Thank you for the work that you're doing in our community. I'm in awe of your talent, and we can't wait to see where things go from here. Thank you for being here. No, thank you for having me.